Hello, everyone. Welcome to Midweek Gaming. I'm Nick, and on the side of the comms, of course, Justin providing audio, gameplay, and his own brand of commentary when necessary. Happy summer, everyone! So, as summer kicks off, we've got Summer Games Fest coming through, and who better to start it off than PlayStation? PlayStation decided to drop their brand of stuff, and today there was the PlayStation thing for Summer Games Fest. I feel like I said that twice. I really gotta have better intros for this. But yeah, let's just go straight into it. So we both looked at it, and let's just go down the list. So Concord, what the heck is Concord?
It feels like not only a PvP esque game, but a weird bounty hunter esque. Uh, what is it?
Yeah,
Find shinies, deliver shinies to
find the
client.
shiny. Find the shiny.
A
I mean, later
client
on,
has given us order. Go get shiny.
like later on in the presentation, they also had like Marvel's Rivals. Yeah, Marvel's Rivals that comes out, which also has this kind of weird feel to it, where it's like it feels like arena shooters are like all the rage, like these PvP shooters are all like arena shooters, I should say, are like all the rage these days. But it feels like Concord is an extraction shooter as well by design as in a way as well. So it's got that arena shooter extraction element to it, which correct me if I'm wrong, Jesse, but it feels like they almost went for the like kind of humor you get in Guardians of the Galaxy, like that
Hmm.
kind of banter. It does feel
Yeah,
like that, I think.
a little bit.
And apparently they said like when you load into the game, you're gonna have like a preamble every day or something, or like every week, I think it was, where it's gonna be like a new expose of the characters doing stuff off duty, and you're getting to know people better. It's an interesting concept. I don't know how engaging that will be, but we'll see. Like I said, just find it funny that there's just another arena shooter in the game or in the industry, and as if we need more of them. I don't know. Which segues us into the next one, like I said, which is Marvel's Rivals, female Galactus. That's all I need to say. Not gonna lie, kind of hot, but that's just me. It's another arena shooter, and I don't know. It's made by NetEase, so
Very
maybe.
interesting that like a lot of the character designs have been completely changed compared to their movie counterparts. So
Yeah.
that is an interesting thing of note. I mean, I immediately noticed it when I saw the Guardian of the Galaxy characters, but I forget the character's name. But the one character from Thor Ragnarok, I believe.
Oh, what the stone guy?
No, the lady, the
Oh yeah, yeah,
sister.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
she
know what you're
her
talking about.
her design was she was in there too, with them, and her design is also completely different.
Yeah,
So
like Hill or something like that. I don't remember.
Hilda or something, I don't know.
Yeah.
But like
Anyways,
a lot of the character designs are completely different than both comic book and movie counterparts. So I'm under the impression that this is maybe different timeline. And note, this is something that Marvel has been doing with the Loki series, with like different timelines and stuff. So there's a chance that that might be what Marvel is doing again. They're bringing back the whole multiverse timelines stuff again. It's hard to tell, but you never know.
either like yeah, that's a pretty good example because like I said, not to harp on it too much, but like I said, last I checked, Galactus was male, not female, so we're definitely going alternate
Well,
reality
I'm gonna
timeline.
say this for what it is. When I saw the Galactus character, my immediate thought was, alright, so is this the Galactus who goes around eating planets, or is this just some random person?
Dude, the more I hear that, the more I'm like, oh god, Rule 34. That's
Yeah.
gonna be
There's a
oy.
few
Oy, oy,
problems
oy.
here. I don't think everybody fully thought about that decision, did they?
I can already hear the fanfic typing now. Ay, 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 ay. But anyways, there's
Yes.
apparently a Spider-Man costume that's unique to PlayStation. So that hints that there will be other platforms. Maybe this game already exists on other platforms. I'm not aware of. I don't keep track of this genre, so maybe there is. Let me know in the comments if this is a thing. Again, Marvel's Rivals. Apparently, it will have a closed beta July this year, so next month. Go to it if you're interested. Like I said, not my thing, but if you're into that, go ahead. Same thing with Concord. This will be released fully August this year for PC, PS5, and PC. So it's only going to be on those two platforms, it seems. Another one of them coming to the PC. Hint that PlayStation seems to be more willing to play with PC, but still kind of maybe hates Xbox. And there's going to be a closed beta come July 2024, July this year. So again, next month. So a lot of things happening next month. Yeah, a bunch of other things happened in between, but I'll just go to another interesting one. I'm gonna probably butcher the second part, but Infinity Nikkei. Forgive me if I butchered that name. What is this? I feel like I'm watching a fever dream. I'm seeing girls and I'm seeing cats, bears. I can't remember. It's weird. I don't know what I'm
What
looking at.
is going on here?
Honestly, I literally have a massive notepad in front of me as we speak, with all the notes I compiled from the showcase, and I had like one, two, three, four, like each representing like each game, and I got the four, and that's when they showed that, and all I have starting off is just dot dot dot. What? Like the second line is just fever dream trailer. So I'm looking at this like, what is going on here? I don't know.
Something
Oh
is
dear.
of amiss.
They'll be doing a test in Q3 of this year, so quarter three for those who don't know business speak, and that'll be a demo apparently then. So look forward to that. If you even know what you're looking forward to, I certainly don't. Anyways, moving on. We're gonna lump another two games together because for the sake of the overall topic, VR. There's two games coming out. One from Sundance, who are the guys that, for those who don't know, made Saints and Sinners. They're the guys who did that, and they're making a new game for PSVR 2 called Behemoth, and this will come out fall this year as well. A lot of games coming out on this list this year,
Yes, PlayStation
and
has a fair lineup going on right now.
And it looks pretty nice. It looks to take advantage of the interesting content, and I know they can do good work because I've played Saints and Sinners myself. I don't have PSVR 2 personally, but I've tested it for PlayStation. I've actually been a spokesperson for them in the past. I've actually been hired to do rep work for them, and I've done that. So it's really, I'm not speaking as a rep, just I played it myself, and it's not speaking as a rep. I've already been beyond that gig for a while. I'm just saying I played the VR2. It's really good. Played the VR1 as well, also good, but certainly a step up, certainly interesting. We'll see how it goes. I was actually at a friend's house playing Saints and Sinners as well. Also very good. So I know they can do good work. But the other one I want to lump in here is Aliens is apparently getting another game as well, as if the Dark Descent from Steam wasn't already enough to satisfy the alien lovers out there. Aliens Rogue Incursion, I believe it's called. Yes, and this is coming out holiday 2024. So no distinct date for this one yet, but holiday generally means end of year, December, October, around there. Maybe October, I don't know. Oh no, November, December is actually generally when they say holiday. And yeah, PSVR2 Alien game. All I gotta say, for those who love Alien Isolation, hope you love it in VR. Is all I can say. This is actually a good point to kind of go on a side tangent, if I may. Aliens seems to be this thing where 20th Century Fox has no idea what to do with the franchises for Aliens or Predators beyond their like existing roles. Like outside of Predator Hunting Grounds, we have not seen a Predator game, but we've seen like a ton of Predator movies through the thing over the last 5-10 years. Like we saw the new Predator trilogy, we've seen Prey, which they finally brought into Blu-ray. Like those, like Prey apparently is really good. I have it. I've yet to see it, I personally, but I've been told it's like pretty good. But we haven't seen any games come into the industry beyond Hunting Grounds, which I do have, and it's all right, I guess. Another one of those arena games, but more of an arena hunting game. It's weird. Maybe that's why they don't do them. And then we have Aliens, which has the exact opposite problem. When was the last time you saw an Alien movie like come to theaters? I genuinely can't remember. But they've been making games that are licensed, like, well, not they have been, but they've been letting people license and get these games out there. Like I said, Aliens Dark Descent, which again do have a good game. And now we've got this as well, and Alien Isolation. So I don't know. Maybe it's just because that with the Predator, they don't know what to do with them. You know, they're like action. I think.
Like that's
It,
that's the thing between both genres, like gaming and movies in general, is the fact that movies have always been led towards the high action to go and capture an audience for a long period of time in order to maintain the audience they go with a constant action or a bit of suspense then action, unlike with gaming where it's a time investment, so you're able to go and take your time with it, and it tends to lean towards more horror because horror adds constant suspense in order to maintain the player's attention, but is also utilized in a way to go and be rewarding when you've passed whatever X section you were in.
Yeah, so maybe that goes into saying that, like, for 20th Century Fox, it's easier for them to do horror in the gaming space and action in the movie space, which is what these two lend themselves towards specifically. Like, again, I've seen both the first movies for both these series, as well as their entire series, speaking in general, and Alien has always leaned more towards the horror side, and then Predator's always leaned more towards the action side. So maybe they're just not sure how to make a good Alien or good Predator action game, and with the Alien, they're not sure how to make a good Alien movie. I mean, yeah, you got Promethean and stuff like that, but I'm not sure how well those did. Like,
I mean,
outside of Promethean, if you
Promethean did all right, but to be fair though, Promethean wasn't your typical aliens. It was very
it was more Alien
different.
Origins kind of
Yeah,
thing, and even then it was like, I don't know.
yeah.
But again, it's the kind of thing where it's like it's just easier to do horror in the game space versus in the movie space. Horror is something that, like, unless you're doing a distinct horror movie and unless it's like around Halloween, you're probably not going to do too well unless it's like a cult classic hit. So maybe that's just why they leave Alien mostly for the gaming space. I don't know. But anyways, two VR games coming out to PSVR 2, both this year. So have fun with those. I will not be playing either of them unless I get a PSVR 2, which I don't have. I will definitely not be playing Aliens Rogue Incursion because I don't play horror games. Long story. I just don't feel like I want to subject myself to possibly getting scared. Like, it's not that I'm against it. I just don't feel like. Why would you find this fun? I don't know. But to those who do, you all the power to you. But anyways,
Though I
moving
will
on.
say real quick, it is good to see that VR is continuing to go and get a large amount of support for games and more development towards it.
Yeah, that's a good point to actually put out. It's good to see that, like, a lot of the gaming space back in like the mid 2010s was like, "Hey, let's do VR," and it just kind of quickly became a fad and then died down. Fun
Yeah.
fact: I am actually personally held convinced that SAO, the anime, had a lot to do with that because, if memory serves, the craze towards SAO also happened to go around the time when VR became a big thing. And for those who don't know SAO's plot, it's a full dive like engine, which kind of leans into the VR concept, well, more AR VR shtick, but you get what I mean.
Mm.
So I'm partially convinced the success of one might have sparked the big interest in the other, but that's all tinfoil hat theory. I confess that I have no numbers to back that up, just my own personal hunch. But anyways, and it seems like I said, PlayStation has certainly been keeping that engine going. It seems that they're dedicated to VR, which is good to see. Like I said, most companies have either kind of shelved their VR projects or just kind of moved on, but PlayStation seems dedicated to it, which is good to see.
Yep.
Which, like I said, good to see good money. But anyways, moving on down the list, what else do I have here? Let's go a bit lower. Ah, here we go. Monster Hunter Wilds. Ooh, baby, I love myself some Monster Hunter. I've been playing Monster Hunter since the Vita, since the PSP days. I actually remember going, like, dropping my mom off to work in our car, and me being in like the back seat, later the front seat when she would get dropped off, playing the PSP Monster Hunter on the thing, and I loved all the games. For those who don't know, Monster Hunter is generally it started off primarily on the portable consoles. Like I said, PSP later went on to the Nintendo, the Switch. The Wii was like the closest thing it ever really came to like mainstream consoles. Never was on PC, so it didn't really have that high end tech behind it, nor was it on mainstay consoles until Monster Hunter World came out, which was their first foray into the main console network. So they could have like all the power of modern gen consoles and computers later on to make a really in-depth colorful world, and it turned out really well. I played that game and I have Iceborne. I will play Iceborne at some point. um and yeah, now they're making Wilds, which is their second foray into the big console market on modern consoles. So this one will be on PS5 and presumably Xbox, the new one at some point, maybe. I don't know. Actually, do I have on my notes? No, actually, might only be on PC and PS5 for now. For now. So, yeah, that'll be good to see. Have the modern gen stuff with that kind of hardware. Fun fact, if you have a save on your console for Worlds or Iceborne, you can actually transfer that save over into Monster Hunter Wilds, and it will actually unlock specific armor and weapons for your feline that are area specific to those kinds of things. So you can give your feline, like a fur tundra coat and like an axe thing for a picking axe and stuff like that, and a giant monster tooth and leather for um, to represent the worlds. Not gonna lie, that cat might hate you if you put the tundra on because looks like Monster Hunter Worlds has this more Sahara feel to it. So I don't know, just me, but sticking a cat with fur on and like a massive fur coat in the middle of the desert might be a quick way to get you not might be a quick way to make yourself
This
an enemy. Just
action will
just
be
a thought.
remembered.
Yeah, this cat shall remember. Just a thought, but yeah, so that'll be interesting. Interesting that they're doing that. They've done that before on the Switch, actually, with Monster Hunter Stories and Monster Hunter. Oh darn it, I can't remember what the game was on Switch. It's the most recent one that came to Switch, but yeah, they've always been mostly a portable-based game series. So like I said, any foray they have into the big consoles or PC will be always fun because that's unlimited power to do very interesting things. So yeah. And like I said, it's kind of funny that originally we had this tropical island shtick with Monster Hunter World, and then Iceborne had this ice area, and now with Wilds we've got this Sahara deserty shtick. They're covering all the bases, so that'll be fun. Anyways, nerding aside, I could literally talk about this all day. I could have a whole video dedicated to Monster Hunter. It's actually not a bad idea. Moving on. So finally on our list for the time being, we have Astro Playbot or Astro Bot, I guess now. Interesting. How do I go about this? This was the last thing on their like announcements for the reveal. And for those who don't know, Astrobot was not Astro, not the anime manga, not that character. Wrong Astro. For those who are sitting there, different Astro. And they made this character originally for PS4, right? Yeah, PS4. And it was to basically introduce the controls of like, hey, look at what the new controller can do, and yada yada yada. And it was a fun little
the
thing.
the motion capture, motion control, motion, like all the motion based stuff, as well as the button controls and everything that was offered.
Yeah. So it was kind of meant to show off that. It was this like demo play thing. Like I said, I think it was for the 4. Might have been for the 5 though. I'll have to check. But anyways, and it seems to just be spiraling into its own thing. Funny enough, I think they also had one for the VR when it came out. They have like an Astro thing. Now they're making Astro like a full blown game, and I don't know about you, it just gives me Little Big Planet vibes. It really does. For those who don't know, Little Big Planet was, I guess, the kind of predecessor to this kind of idea of like, I don't want to say it was designed for PlayStation to kind of like show off as a tech demo and like show off their controls, but it leaned into PlayStation being like, it's the PlayStation mascot kind of in a way. And you had like character crossovers and stuff like that. And it just felt very much like that. And Astro, this game does feel like that as well, but less cloth and fabric and more robots, for lack of a better term.
Well, another thing about it too is Little Big Planet was basically PlayStation's Roblox, allowing people to go and make their own worlds. Some people even made their own mini games and games entirely within the system, and that's what you were able to do with it before it was shut down.
Yeah. I mean, I think you can still play Little Big Planet. They actually had a Little Big Planet come out for PS5 as well. It was not
Maybe.
bad. I mean, not gonna lie. Hmm?
Maybe I'm not 100% sure on it, but I think you probably had something was put out for players, though I think it's offline rather than online.
Yeah, I don't remember too much about that one. Because I don't remember playing that one. I have it, but I haven't played it yet. But
Hmm.
yeah, no, I honestly have a soft spot for Little Big Planet because, like I said, that was around my era of PlayStation when I first got introduced. Around like I first started off on the PS2 when it comes to consoles. Fun fact, that was my first console, unless you count like like edutainment games on the PC. But yeah, true console started off on the PS2 and kind of went from there. So I'm from that era, so I know I have a soft spot for Little Big Planet. I had it on the Vita for like the racing one. Had it for PS3 and PS4. Have the one for PS5 yet to play it. I don't know. It just feels a Little Big Planet 2.0, if you ask me. Then we'll see how it does.
Mm-hmm.
If you're into that, then ye. What do my notes say? Have the release date. Oop, that's not what I want. I have here. There we go. Actually, I did not have. Oh, here we go. It's in the fine print of my notes. This comes out September 6th this year. So, like I said, if you're into the Astro Play bot character, or into Astro Bot character, have fun. I might check it out of pure curiosity. We'll see. Um, but yeah,
Yeah. I
and that kind
mean,
of brings us to the end of our show. I'll end it off with the days of play, which they revealed. This goes from May 29th, so yesterday, to June 12th, and that'll have like discounts on PlayStation Store and new stuff coming to PSN and a bunch of stuff. So if you're interested in snagging discounts or looking to like new stuff on PlayStation, go check that out. Goes from yesterday till the 12th of next month on June as of this recording. So have at it. There's a bunch of other things they revealed in their case, like a new Dynasty Warriors game, God of War on PC, the new Ragnarok that is. But we'll just save that for if you want to go check that out yourself. Like I said, there's a bunch of other things we did not cover for the sake of time and brevity. We've tried to cover everything in the past, and that just becomes
it
too long.
doesn't really work out, and frankly, certain games going over to other consoles, i.e., like Ragnarok coming over to PC, that was going to be a given considering the other God of War games. So
True, true. So, we tried to keep it to like the more interesting, for lack of a better term. So yeah, we'll end it here. Unless you have any final thoughts,
no,
Justin.
well, everything's been covered.
Alrighty then. So there you go. That's PlayStation's state of play, or yeah, state of play for the Games Fest. We'll see. Maybe Xbox will follow it up. I'm assuming Nintendo will do something. They always do. And yeah, we'll keep you covered and keep you posted as things develop. Happy summer, happy all that stuff. It's my birthday actually. Come the Sunday as of this recording. Why do
Hold
I
on a
feel like
minute. Hold on a minute. Something
check?
doesn't feel right.
When is it again?
Hold on a
So
minute. The Skinwalkers did what?
why do I feel like saying that? I don't know. I'm close to my birthday. I'm gonna have some fun with it. So yeah, have some fun. By the time you're seeing this, it'll probably be that my June 2nd. So whatever. I don't know. But let us know in the comments. What do you think? What do you know? Did you see anything that's interesting? Are you excited for the VR games? Are you excited for any of this? Let us know down in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe. You've been on YouTube. I'm sure you know the skinny by now. So have a good one. Thank you all for watching, and see you on the next one. Bye bye.